Otakuans, what's going on, y'all? How are y'all doing today?
What's up?
Today. So we got something special for y'all today. As you know, we did before with the My Hero Academia cards. We are doing the same thing, but with Universus cards today. Now, we have a special relationship going on with them right now that we really appreciate from Universus. They sent us over 2 cards for the Cowboy Bebop and Trigun Stampede Challenger Series. Now, I'm gonna kind of go over what the cards entail, what you're gonna be getting in them, and essentially just some extra tidbits. And then after that, we are gonna play a couple hands. Now,
Don't make that
now,
face.
I don't like cards. All right, I'm not a card guy. I like collecting them. I have Pokemon cards. I have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll even get these graded and everything like that because if y'all know, Cowboy Bebop is one of my favorite animes. So I will 100% get these graded, especially the Spike Spiegel card. Y'all probably see it on my bottom camera. Pause. But I probably will get these graded eventually, just so I can have them in the collection because we collect anime stuff. That's what we are. We're the anime podcast. So, coming from Universus, so this is the first ever Challenger Series release. So there's 60 cards, pre-constructed decks, both with 21 cards, 2 different playable character cards. So, kind of showing you, you can't really see it right now, but we're gonna kind of run through the decks here in a second. But I have the Spike Spiegel and the Valentine card, and he has the Trigun cards down there. These cards you can play together, so you can go versus with each other, even though they're 2 separate animes. That's the whole point of the Universus world. So the Return of Cowboy Bebop in Universus with new playable versions of Spike Spiegel and Faye Valentine. So you'll see different cards, which again, like I said, we'll go into the cards themselves. The first appearance of Trigun Stampede in Universus with playable versions of Vash the Stampede and Nicholas D. Wolfwood. So the first expansion of Universus IPs since My Hero Academia, the character roster grows once more. Larger and more complex pre-constructed decks that are previous starter decks designed for core TCG players. And again, David's the card guy. We're going to get into it a little bit about gameplay. Again, we're going to play a couple attacks just to make it really quick. We don't want to draw this out because it can be drawn out pretty long. He even had to teach me how to play it a little bit just so I could keep up barely. Like I'm at a crawling pace with this right now. So this introduces the collector booster pack containing 6 random parallel foil and alternate art cards from the deck's list of cards. So you will get to your 2 character cards, you will get your shinies. So for those of y'all who are big card fanatics, people who love Universus, play these all the time. Me and David and I have gone to a few shops where we've seen them having tournaments and all kinds of stuff. He even moderates and does tournaments himself. But this is a really big thing. So if you're a big card enthusiast, you love these new cards that are coming out, you're a Cowboy Bebop or a Trigun fan, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. This helps us be able to get these card decks so we can show these off to you guys. So eventually you'll be able to get these cards, play with your friends, play at tournaments, or just collect them like I probably will. That's why I asked him. They send a package. Obviously, we're not going to get the packages sent to multiple locations. So they send them all. He said, which ones do you want? I said, which ones do you think I want? So, because Cowboy Bebop is one of my favorite animes. Okay, so David, you go ahead and take it away. I did what I usually do. Isn't I did my job. You gotta do Dungeon Master, Card Master, whatever you want to call it. You gotta take this away because I like the pretty colors. That's all I know.
I'm not going to explain the whole game because obviously the gameplay, us doing a quick gameplay just to get people to have the basic understanding of how it flows. But just to do a quick introduction, we've already touched on My Hero. We did the Jetburn release last year. And now Universus has decided they want more anime. They want to increase the repertoire of anime. So even though Cowboy Bebop has existed before, Trigun is very new. So they wanted to add them on because they're obviously popular again. And now this is where we are. So how does the gameplay go? Each of the players have to obviously identify the character they want to choose from. With these challenger decks, they do come with 2 different character cards. Normally for starter decks, for clash decks, you only receive 1 card. So if I'm going to buy a Trigun starter deck, I'm only getting Vash the Stampede versus I'm going for Wolfwood, I'm getting a Wolfwood starter deck. So I get the opportunity to choose between the 2. So for this, I'm going to actually be going with Vash the Stampede.
I'm gonna go with Spike Spiegel. And content warning or spoiler, warning here. for those y'all who are watching this, and there are some big people who do card tournaments out there and are like dungeon masters, if you know what I'm saying. I have never played this game in my entire life. So don't come for me in the comment. Actually, comment. Go ahead. Come for me in the comments. I don't care. So while we're playing, he's gonna be like still kind of instructing me, but this is just to get it out there because I don't plan on playing this in the future. I plan on collecting these cards because these cards are freaking awesome. I mean, these cards look super cool. But I've never played this in my entire life, except for the short tutorial he gave me before this. You know, give you a peek behind the curtain here. So we're gonna. Just
look here.
You can come for me in the comments.
He's only saying that because he's about to whip my ass.
Algorithm. This isn't White Man Can't Jump. I cannot play this game.
Okay. I got you.
All right, let's go.
Real short and sweet. So first off, we need to identify who our character is because we have this special deck. I'm identifying Vash Stampede, and you are?
Spike Spiegel.
Spike Spiegel, fan favorite.
The one and only.
So on your character card, you got a lot of information. First off,
probably
you
put
have
this.
Your hand size. So let me go
This is my character.
Damn. I don't have any Vash. I have no Trigun. I have no Trigun merch. But anyway, my character is going to be Vash and Stampede. Now, very important thing on here. First off, you have your hand size. Where's the finger at? Right here. You have your hand size. My hand size is a 6. I'm pretty sure yours is a 6.
Mine's is a 6 as well. Yep.
And then right below that, you have how many life points you have.
Mine, 29. 29.
Yours 29? Hell yeah. So you get one more extra life than I do. So after you identified your character, you have the deck. So just because this deck has 2 characters in it, there's not 2 separate decks. Same deck works for both characters. The symbols on your character matches all the symbols that are currently in this deck. So first off, let's go ahead and shuffle our deck up. Obviously, if anyone has played any TCG, CCG, they know that you want to get the best shuffle possible because you want to make sure certain cards aren't lumped together while other cards are where you need them to be. So let's go ahead, shuffle. I'm not fixing my deck or anything. Don't mind me. And boom. All right.
If we were playing spades, and I could say that, but I don't even know what fixing my hand would be in this fucking.
We won't talk about that one. So now that we shuffled our hands up, we have our characters. We now need to decide who's going to go first. That's where you do that.
Roll the die. The die. It's one die.
We're going to roll one die. So
evens.
You're going to go evens. I'm going to go odds. I roll it. Boom. Evens. You get. Since you won, you get to decide if you want to go first or second. So
I'll go second.
Second, boom. So I'm gonna go first. Now we both go ahead and draw up to our hand size.
Yeah, let's get it rolling.
All right. So when you are drawing the absolute first hand, your first hand, all you can do is play your foundations. You're basically playing the cards that you're going to use to pay the cost to play other cards. So your foundations, most of the time, are going to be super simple. They're going to have a gray box at the bottom, and you'll be able to see that it reads foundation right here.
Yep.
So since I am going first, I have to start with my character committed. The reason why this is important because I now can't use this to pay the cost if I need to play a higher foundation. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to go for grasping for answers on a 2, and it has a 2 difficulty. So let's go ahead and flip my top of my deck. This is how you pay for that difficulty. And I check a 3. That 3 is going to be in the bottom right hand corner of the card.
Yep.
Difficulty is going to be the top left, while your check is going to be in the bottom. So I check the 3, that 2 clears. I go for, let's say, another 2. Now I have 2 cards in my card pool, so that 2 needs to now add 1 for the other card. So it's now at 3. I flip again, check a 5, well over 3, I'm still good. I'm going to risk it a bit, and I'm going to play another 2. Why is this risky? Because most of the time, unless you purposely put in a 2 or a 1 for your checks, most of the time the lowest check value is going to be a 3. So this is actually going to be a 1, 2, 4. So I go ahead and flip. I check a 5. I'm safe. Now, from there, most of the time, most people are going to say, I'm good. I'm not going to go anymore because I've now raised the likelihood of me failing. But being that I have a 2, I'm going to go again because I know I have 5 checks. I'm going to go for a 2, 3, 4, 5. So on a 5, and I checked the 5. I got lucky on that turn. All good. I'm going to end my turn. No, that's absolutely lucky. And there are times where people will take a chance and they fail, and they miss out, obviously, on being able to build their cards. Good. So now that I have finished my turn, I have built my cards down. My character stays committed until it's my turn again. Yep. I now need to announce to you, ending my turn, I have 2 cards in hand. And it's now your turn.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to play a 0 difficulty. Checked at a 3, so I'm good. Why are these in the world? I'll flip those around there. So I played at a 3, so I'm good. Checked at a 1 difficulty. So that becomes, what, 2, right?
Yep.
And then I check at a 3 difficulty, so I'm good. And then I play at a 2 difficulty. So that becomes, what, 4?
Yep.
So then I check at a 3 difficulty.
But because you went second, your character is not committed. So you can actually commit your character to make the check. Boop. And it clears. Now, with that in mind, you have nothing else that you can check with. Are you going to try to play another foundation, or do you end your turn?
I'm probably going to end my... So if I add a 2 to that, that makes it a 6, right?
A 5.
5.
And you can definitely pull a 5.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit because we on the we live, baby.
Well,
we live. I'm gonna play that foundation.
On a 5.
Give me a 5. It's a 4.
A 4, dang. So when you do fail and you don't have anything to check it with, that card now goes to your discard pile, and your turn automatically ends.
Oh, this one?
The last one, yeah.
Okay.
And your turn automatically ends, which is fine because you managed to get 3 down, and it wasn't an attack turn anyway, so it's fine. All right, so it's my turn again. So I get to now ready any card that was committed, and I get to decide, do I want to review 1 card? I can only review 1 card. I have 2 cards. I like both of them, so I'm just going to draw 4. When you are reviewing, you would get that card, you would put it in the discard pile, and then you would draw up to your 6 hand size. But I'm not, so I'm just going to draw 4 cards. 3 and 4. Alrighty then. So now, since this is my second turn, I can now start attacking. Or if I don't have attacks, or if I feel like I didn't get enough foundations out, I can choose to continue building and then send it over to you again. I'm actually going to attack just so we can get some action. I'm going to try a disabling shot on a 5. 5 up here in the corner. I flip. I check a 3, meaning I didn't check the 5. I need to check at least 2. So I'm going to, from my foundations, I'm going to check 1 and 2. Okay. Alrighty then. So now I have cleared the check in, and now I have to decide, do I have any responses of my own to play this attack? I know in this deck I don't have any, so I'm just going to go ahead and say pass my response to you.
I don't have any responses.
Alrighty then. So now no responses. So I'm moving on to enhance because it's my attack. I get first enhance. So my enhance on this card. If the top card of your deck of your discard pile is an attack, this attack gains stun 2. So stun 2 means I get to tell you to commit 2 of your cards. So since it is an attack, I have that ability to do it now. But I'm not telling you to do it yet. So now it's your enhance.
I have no enhances.
All right. I'm going to enhance. If the top card of your discard pile is an attack, this attack gets +1 speed, +1 damage. So +1 is now a 5 mid for 6.
You said 5 mid for 6?
Yep, your enhance. Not defend yet, just enhance.
Oh. I don't have any enhances.
Alrighty then, I'm going to say stun 2, which stun 2 means you get to choose 2 cards to commit.
So I have to commit 2 cards?
Yep.
Okay.
Good to go. Your enhance.
No enhances.
All right, my enhance again. Commit flip. If the top card of your deck is an attack, your next range attack gets -2 difficulty. So commit and flip. Your enhance.
No enhance.
Then I also have no more enhances. So now we're moving on to the damage phase or the actual attack. So my attack currently is a 5 mid for 6. Remember how to defend, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Walk us through it.
So I can play 2 low, so that's half for a 4. Wait, right?
It is a 2 low, so you're adding your 2 onto my 5 for 7.
Yeah. Okay, sure, whatever. I gotta check that card, right?
Mm-hmm.
I checked it at a 4.
A 4, then
so I
you
cleared
would
that
fail.
card. What do you mean?
So basically, you would need to get it up to a 7. Currently, you have a 4 that you checked. You would need 3 more. And currently, you only have 1 card that you can commit, so you don't have enough to block it. So it fails.
Oh, okay.
All right. Learning experience, all good. So because your block failed, now that card goes to your discard pile. And my attack does go through. You lose 6 health.
Cool.
Good to go. Alrighty then. So moving on. I have no responses. Yeah, I have no responses to that. I'm going to move on to my next attack. My next attack does get a -2 difficulty. So it comes in. I need a 5. I check a 4 -2. So now it's a 3. So it passes. Do you have any responses to it coming out?
No.
No responses to it coming out. So again, I have the enhanced step. Mill 4. This attack gets +2 damage for each range attack milled this way. So of the 4 cards, every time I mill a ranged attack, I get +2 damage. And I hit not 1. So I get no damage. Your enhance.
No enhance.
Top card is not an attack. I'm going to mill 1. This attack gets 2 speed, so now it's a 5 low for 3.
5 low for 3?
Yep, you're enhanced.
Okay. I have no enhance.
If you have no enhance, I'm going to go ahead and send it 5 low for 3.
Alright, so I have a 2 low at 3. Check that. Oh, why is that upside down? For a 5.
Mm-hmm. So because mine's a 5 and you have a 2, it's a 7. You would need to be able to check 2. You only have 1 to check. So again, it fails.
What do you mean? Didn't I check the 2 low?
Yeah, so your 2 added on to my 5 low speed is a 7.
Oh.
And you checked a 5, so you would need 2 more, but you only have 1 more. So you would have needed to check at least a 6.
Oh. Well,
Good to go? All good. Alrighty then, that attack also went through. I have no more attacks, so I am instead just going to try to build some foundations since I only have 1 that's ready right now. So I'm not really going to. That's going to be on a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 for progressive difficulty. Checks a 5. And let's do 2, 3, 4, 5. Checks a 3. I'm going to go ahead and fail that. And I'm going to end my turn. Both of these did hit. Whenever an attack does damage, so the actual damage happens, the attack goes to your momentum.
Yeah. I have no attack cards.
No, not 1.
No, I have assets and action.
Dang. Okay. Well,
that is what it is.
When that does happen, you can just build. So
yeah, I'm gonna just build a foundation.
And remember when you're building, start with the highest number and work your way down.
Yeah.
So you can build assets and you can build foundations. You can't build actions.
All right, so I'm gonna start at a 3 there. I pull 3, so I'm good. Do a 2.
So a 3.
So 3. That's a 5, so I'm good. And then do a 1, so that's 4.
3.
3. And then I pulled a 3, so I'm good. And I'll lay a, well, if I lay a 2 down, that'd be 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm good.
All good?
End my turn.
Good. All right, so, and that's actually the best decision because you want to have as many ready cards when you're defending. Because for that last attack, you wouldn't be able to block it if you would have just had one more that was ready.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to review. So review is before I start drawing my cards, I can say, I don't need this card. I'm going to review it. Now that I have one card in hand, I'm going to draw 5. So 3, 4, 5. So I have 6 in hand again. All right, let's go ahead and call this my last turn and then give you one more turn.
Alrighty.
Let's see how much damage I can do on this one. So let us start with... I'm sorry, what?
Pause.
I'm trying to put some damage on you.
Slow down. Jesus.
All right. I'm sorry.
I'm moving too fast. My fingers keep slipping. I'm trying to grip that.
Oh, shit. All right. Let us start with a nimble maneuver on a 4.
Nimble maneuver. I slapped that.
Checks at 3. These should be ready. I'm going to just do 1 for 4. All right. You have no responses. I have no responses. Nope. So I'm going to move on to my enhanced step. I'm going to enhance. If the top card of your deck is an attack, it gets +1/+1. So it's now 4 high for 4. You're enhanced.
No enhance.
All right, I'm going to enhance again. Top card is an attack, +1/+1. So now it's 5 high for 6. You're enhanced.
No enhance.
All right, I'm going to commit this. If the top card of your discard pile is an attack, your next range attack gets -2. You're enhanced.
No enhance.
Then I'm going to mill 1. Your attack gets +2 speed. So now it is a 7 high for 6.
Okay. No enhance.
No enhance? Alright, then I'm going to... I'm going to go ahead and use the enhance on it, add the top card of my discard pile to the top of my deck. And if you have no enhance, I'm going to pass as well and send a 7 high for 6.
Here I have a 2 high. Checked it for 5. And
so a 2 plus my 7 is a 9. You check a 5, so you need 4 more.
So just commit 4 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Committed, sir.
And
I have no issues with commitment.
That is a full block. GG's. All right, even after I buffed it up that fast. All right, let's see if I can get my next one going then. I'm going to go.
That's your last hand, sir. What do you mean?
Yeah, let's see if my next one can go. Let's go with a steady shot on a 5. Remember the -2, so a 3. Checks the 5 anyway, doesn't matter. So it comes in at a 4 mid for 4. You don't have a response, neither do I. So
nope.
I'm going to mill 1 +2 speed, so it's now a 6 mid for 4. You're enhanced.
No enhance.
Alrighty then. If the top card is an attack, +1/+1. No enhance?
Nope.
Same thing. +1/+1. Nope. Then I'm going to send it 8 mid for 6.
I have a 3
now,
low.
Before you do that, something to consider.
What?
Before you do that, remember in your deck, the best you can pull is either a 3. Well, the best you can pull is a 5, maybe a 6. And the worst you can pull is a 3, maybe a 2/1, but you don't have those in your deck. So even if you pull a 3 block modifier, to my 8 high is going to be an 11. So even if you pull a 5, you will still need 6 more. Do you have 6 more foundations to commit?
Only have 2.
Then you should just let this one go by because you're no way you're going to be able to block it. So you want to keep
fucking
cards in your
send
hand.
it, fam.
All right, hit you for 6. Boom. That one went through. Let's continue it on. I'm going to try another one on a 6. Checks a 6. Good to go then. Then no response, no response. I'm going to mill 1. +2 speed. You're enhanced.
None.
Top card of my deck is not an attack, so I can't use this, this, or this. So I'm just going to... I don't have an attack to discard either, so I have to pass it as well. I'm sending a 6 mid for 4.
I have a 3 low.
Okay. Do you have anything lower than the 3 block modifier?
I have a 2 high.
I would try to use the 2 high. Because this is...
Okay.
Because
because it adds on to it.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 2 high. And I checked at a 3.
And that if you would have checked the 5, you would have been able to pass. 3 is not enough. You're going to have to fail it.
How
but
much
it was
did
only
it
for
add?
4 damage. So,
how much did it add?
So mine is a 6 mid, and then you added on a 2 to make it an 8. Then you checked the 3, so you need 5 more, but you only have 3.
Nah.
So if you would have checked the 5, you would have made it. All good. I have no more attacks, and since I don't plan on having another turn, I'm going to end my turn and send it to you.
So I'm going to attack. For a... What is that? I need to check the top left corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 4, so I need to check 2. Yeah, so I'll check 2 there. I have no responses.
I do not have any responses either.
So if this one, my enhance, says destroy your attack, gets +4 damage, I can use this?
Yes.
Okay, so I have an enhance, so destroy your attack gets +4 damage, so put that in the discard pile.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4 damage on my 8. So it's 12.
I'm going to use my enhance, commit this. If the top, this attack gets -2 speed, but if the top card of my deck is an attack, then it gets -3 speed.
Okay.
So whatever your speed is, -3.
The speed is the one with the little dinosaur feet, right? The arrows?
The arrows. The arrows.
Yeah, that's a dinosaur foot.
Okay.
So it's -3, so that whatever.
So what is it
No
currently?
more. It's 5.
Okay.
I have no more enhances.
I also don't have any enhances. So what is it?
All right. So I'm gonna send a 0 mid for 12.
0 mid for 12. Now, even with a with that 0, whatever my block modifier is, it's going to be what I have to check. But because it's a 0, it's pretty low. So I'll on a 2. Checks a 5, full block.
Okay.
So with this game, you really, if you know you're going to block it, you want to lower the speed. If you know you're not going to block it, you want to lower the attack so you can take less damage.
All right. I have no more attack, so I'm just gonna build. I mean, it's the last round, anyways. But what is that? So I added the 1 here. Does that goes to my attack, right? Like I have to add that to it to.
So you've already played that attack. Obviously, I
Yeah.
blocked it. When you play your foundation on a 1, you still add the 1 onto it. So you need to check a 2.
Okay, so I'll check it too. So that's a 3, so I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
This other 1, so that's a 3.
Yep.
Right. Check the 5, so I'm good. I mean, but I checked the 2, so that's a what?
That's 5.
Yeah, so that's a 5, so I'm good.
And you're good.
And that's it. I mean,
That's the end of the turn.
That's the end of the turn.
All right, so last thing I do want to say, of course, that's how the gameplay goes. I get my chances to send my attacks. You can either block it or take it, and we eventually we go back and forth until we hit 0. one thing that we really didn't hit much on about, yes, we did talk about enhances and responses. There are some enhances or responses that read deadlock. And what deadlock means, we have these foundations down here. Deadlock, it means whenever you have more than 10 foundations. So one may be thinking, why don't I just put as many down here as possible? Because if you have more than 10, then there are special cards that are going to hurt you a lot more. So you always want to make sure you keep a good number down here that's going to be allow you to do what you need to do, play multiple attacks or defend multiple times. But you don't want to have too many because it can actually work against you in the end.
Yeah.
And that's the last takeaway I have for this game.
That's it.
So, I know you love the characters. Could you see yourself getting into it, though?
I mean, I can see myself collecting them 100%. So I will 100% collect them. I've never been one of the big like card play. Like back in the day, I obviously used to play, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, things like that. So I will 100% collect these cards because these cards are awesome. I mean, you got the Faye Valentine little shinies, and you got the Spike Spiegel right there, little shinies. I don't know if I can. A little bit of a glare there, but I mean, these cards are awesome. The gameplay's a little. I started to understand it a little bit more while we were going on, so I know that if we continued to do this, I'd be better at it. But card games were something cards are something I'm more collected than played.
Yeah.
But that's still, I mean, it's still a good collection to have because we're talking about Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are worth millions of dollars right now. You know what I'm saying? Over the last 20 years or 15 years, eventually something gets as popular as, Cowboy Bebop or Trigun. Say in 15 years they come out with a Cowboy Bebop reboot and they're just like, remember that Universus Cowboy Bebop character card that came out 15 years ago? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's worth $1.1 million now. I'd be like,
quite honestly, let's be real. Like, One Piece card game is popular because One Piece is popular in its own right. It became even more so popular after that Netflix live action.
And you can tell from when they became expensive.
More people were like, "Oh, One Piece." Now they want to collect the One Piece cards. So yeah, these values can raise, they can lower at the drop of the hat. It really depends on what's going on in the community. And anime is such a hot topic right now that of course these games are going to blow up. Of course people are going to run to try to get the newest Trigun cards or the newest Cowboy Bebop cards. So I can't hate on them. They're capitalizing on something that's working. So I love the cards. I love the art. I love My Hero art because I just love the My Hero show. But looking at this, I don't currently watch these animes, but I can appreciate the art put into these cards. So I'm going to collect them. I'm going to try to get more of them. I actually bought another box of the Cowboy Bebop.
So I'm gonna try to speed run these for you guys. They're gonna be upside down, so I can kind of just speed run them really quick, so y'all can see my Cowboy Bebop cards. If my mouse too close to the mic, my bad. But so we got Spike and Jet here, Spike Spiegel himself, Spike, got Faye Valentine and Ainz, Spike and Jet, Spike hurting. He's all laid up in the bed. Him lighting a cigarette with a flamethrower. Favorite scene. Spike Spiegel, Spike and Jet, Spike, another Spike and Jet. And again, like you said, these cards have multiple of the same cards in the deck. So you're gonna have multiple ones. You got Welcome to Spaceland. It's a pretty shiny one right there. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. You got Hunter's Pursuit. So it's Spike and Jet, Ainz, Spike again, Spike kicking somebody with that roundhouse kick. You got the Falling Heel Strike from Spike, Valentine, Spike and his ex-lover. It's a little shiny right there too. That's a rare. Some of the same cards, pretty much all the same cards as before. And then you got your few shinies in here. You got your few URs. So this Fallen Angel's Revenge. It's a UR right there. Pretty nice.
They actually have a promo for that one too. It's like an alternate art.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Everything's going to be pretty much the same when it comes to the regular cards. We kind of went through the whole deck there, but then you have your character cards here, which I showed earlier, but these are your Faye Valentine and Spike Spiegel kind of shinies right there. So, I mean, these are pretty dope. So,
and for the Trigun deck, of course, we got our Wolfwood. We got Vash and Stampede. We got Vash and his brother facing off. Two of those. We got Vash was running away from a truck or a train on a horse. This is I think this is like the tanks that him and his brother were raised in.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure this one was Vash when he was a young child. Another one of him as a young child. And Wolfwood when he opens up that cross and show him what the business is.
I need to watch Trigun Stampede.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed it. I talked about it in the review where, the animation is what initially got me to say I'm never going to watch this. But after getting over that, and it really only took one episode to get over the animation, I enjoyed the story because the story is the same story, just redone.
And the show is just a badass show.
Yeah.
I mean, Trigun is just a badass, like characters and the show and the action and all that stuff is just super dope. So that wraps it up, guys. We really appreciate Universus for sending us these cards so we can review them for y'all. Those of y'all who aren't big card fans, go take a look at them, even for your favorite animes. If you're a big Cowboy Bebop or even a big Trigun fan, like I know a lot of us out there are, especially those that are at our age. Of course, they're big. But if you're a big Cowboy Bebop fan, check these cards out. I mean, they're fantastic. Something that you can collect. Eventually, you can get them graded or put them in card sleeves, give them to your kids, give them to, whoever eventually when you die. I personally am going to be buried with mine. So, nobody's getting them. Or when 15 years, when this the sexy Faye Valentine card becomes $10 million, I'm gonna go ahead and here you go, bank, give me my money. But we appreciate you guys. Check out the Universus Cowboy Bebop and Trigun Stampede Challenger Series. They've done an excellent job. We appreciate them again. We love you guys. We'll see you on the next episode. It should be soon. We're gonna be doing our mid review. I'm excited.
You're getting up there.
Yeah, I'm excited.
To talk about. Definitely.
I do too. I've actually been taking notes.
Oh yeah.
Notes. Yeah, shit about to get weird. Shit about to get weird. We might as well. You might as well come down here. I'm supposed to be coming up there next month, anyways. But
might as well.
All right. So I appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. If you're a big card nerd and you think I did terrible at the game, you can tell me in the comments. Helps the algorithm. Love you. Peace out.
Peace out.